This is how Argentina beat 343 Guilty Spark, the introduction to the Flood, in only 3 minutes and 10 seconds on Legendary. The level starts out with an unskippable cutscene that isn't timed in the ILs, but is in full game. After the cutscene ends, Argentina is forced to the Pelican as the timing actually starts. Instead of going the normal path you would in this level, Argentina goes to the left of this hill and throws a plasma grenade on one of the two spots speedrunners normally throw the plasma grenades on to perform a grenade jump up the hill and skip the entire swamp. While he's doing that, however, he does what we last saw back in Silent Cartographer, a zoom sensitivity manip. Argentina zooms in and moves his reticle by 5 dots to prepare for the first teleport of the mission. As he's running to the entrance of the facility, Argentina throws a timed plasma and a regular grenade before entering this plasma turret and being launched by the grenade to save like 2 seconds before entering the facility. Grabbing this plasma pistol and doing a crouch jump over the elevator to hit the button before the elevator makes it to the top. This caused the elevator to lower earlier than normal. While the elevator lowers, Argentina prepares to do the first teleportation of the level. Reveal room, skip, skip, skip. The skip for reveal room, skip, skip. Instead of reveal room, skip, skip, which is the skip for reveal room, skip, which skips the reveal room. You got all that? Okay, good. Argentina uses this geometry on the opposite side of the room to the entrance that you would normally take and falls into it. Thanks to a combination of his angle, his speed, and the location of where he lands, along with the zoom sensitivity manip he performed earlier, the game tries to put him in a safe place instead of inside of the wall. But instead of putting him back into the elevator room, he gets teleported all the way to the shotgun room. Argentina starts moving forward while aiming in and does another zoom sensitivity manip. Now, why does he do this manip, you may ask? Simple. So once he gets to the next elevator, he can break space once again with our first ever second teleport in one level. Told you you'd like this mission, teleportation fans. Argentina lines himself up similar to how he did the first teleport, and just like the first teleport, he falls off the elevator and into the geometry. This time, though, the game decides the safest place to put Argentina is out of bounds in the sky, where he falls back on top of the geometry of this level, turning 180 degrees as he lands to face the right direction, where he carefully parkours out of bounds. With some jumps getting him into the new geometry and others clinging him to the very edge of the level, he does his movement all the way until he gets to the point where Argentina looks at this spot before moving along this right invisible wall, reinstating the game once again for a third time and teleporting him back in bounds one room from the elevator out of this place. And keep in mind, we still haven't seen the Flood yet, and we won't in this room as Argentina grenade jumps his way to the second floor, dodging a trigger that would normally spawn the Flood, if that trigger even still exists after all this nonsense. Once hitting the elevator, Argentina exits the facility he basically just entered. Once getting to the top, he grabs a medkit, and we finally, after around 2 minutes and 20 seconds of this speedrun, see our first Flood. Argentina then does this trick known as hill jump by throwing a grenade on this hill and grenade jumping up it. While moving across and falling down this hill, he has to be careful not to miss a trigger that is here, that the game only checks for every second. Said trigger is only hit near the lower half of the hill itself, so you can't jump over it. So Argentina slide jumps down the hill, which overall only saves a few seconds, but does make them run faster. Once getting to the end of the swamp, 343 Guilty Spark makes his dramatic entrance with 2 sentinels. So after using the plasma pistol he got at the beginning to kill both sentinels, the level ends after 7 seconds, letting Argentina beat 343 Guilty Spark in only 3 minutes and 10 seconds on Legendary.